You've built a sales team, you're growing your sales team. For everyone out there today, what is one thing that they can do for themselves to be better at sales in some capacity, whether they recognize they're a salesperson or even if they don't?
Whenever I see anybody doing sales, and we work in a co-working space in San Francisco around a bunch of people doing sales, and I'm around it all the time. And I want to sit so many of them down, and I do give some of them feedback, is to make it natural. So going back to Danielle, I was talking to you about the diamond, right? It felt so good and natural. And I'm still so excited about the process, right? Don't treat sales as like, I got to do a product demo. I got to pitch something. When you do that, to me, you ultimately hurt yourself so much because it's going to feel unnatural. It's going to feel like a push. Maybe you'll close some people, but you're not going to be super successful. You have to make it natural. Like we're sitting down, or like you're sitting down with a friend and you're telling them about, your product or whatever it is that you're trying to sell, and you're trying to get them signed up. And if it's not a good fit, it's not a good fit. It's fine.
And you need to be comfortable saying that. I was thinking, I don't think people realize, like, when you're telling someone about a restaurant, even as a friend, that's a sale. It's like, hey, you like Mexican food, don't you? Oh, I like Mexican food. There's this new restaurant that I know you don't know about it, but if you don't go there, you're going to be missing out. You're making me reflect on my Gambit days when we were doing payments and virtual currency for social games. Mm-hmm. I remember I would go to these companies. I'd be like, tell me about your games. Okay, and how's your monetization? And are you guys making at least this much money? You're not making this much money? Like, you guys are missing out. You can use another competitor and they may be better, but we'll actually be able to get you this much more money. And it sounds like that was something important to you. And it's kind of more, I guess the way I always thought about it is like, as their advocate. Yes. And like, hey, this is actually, if it's good for you, you should do it. And you have to do it. Otherwise, you're going to be hurting yourself. If it's bad for you, you should also, and I think you do the great job, it's not for you. Let me tell you that. And that'll actually even build a better relationship with that person. This is just an idea. Like, hit up one person who didn't buy from you in the past. You could hit up one person to try to learn why they didn't close a deal with you. I did that all the time back in the day. And even with Sumo.com and appsumo.com, when people said no to me, I'm like, hey, I totally understand you saying no, and I think that might make sense for you. Can you just reply and let me know why not so I can learn and improve? And that was my call to action in the emails or phone calls. I learned a bunch. And a lot of times when you do that, they'll say, well, I didn't buy it or I didn't do it because of this. And then you can actually solve that and end up selling them. And if you want to be part of a sales team and learn everything he's learned and will learn by the time you're part of it, sumo.com/jobs.
Yes.